Hey y'all, welcome back to Handicap Outdoors. As always, I am Pete. Well, this is still day 2. We have all the boards, the holes drilled and everything. I was just getting ready to cut off the excess, the boards. I have the yellow lines drawn there so that I could have it flush with the side of the trailer and flush with the front of this board, or this bar in the front. However, this is the extent of my cord. That is full extension of the extension cord. So I'm going to have to pull the boards off, pull them back, in order to cut them. So I'll have to unbolt the one board or find a way to do all of this differently. I'll have to find another spot for the extension cord. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, we will see how things go. Hey, is that another extension cord back in there? That orange thing? Well, we will see, shall we? Is that another extension cord? That just might be. Orange? Well, I'll be damned. That is another extension cord. I won't have to move anything. That is great. Well, forget what I just said. And I will leave that in the video, just because. Alright, I'll get that hooked up and trim off those boards. Awesome. One less step of BS I have to do. Sounds good. See you in a minute. Alright, so here is a little bit before shot from the front. They're all flat straight across. Alright, and here is the after image. See how I trimmed it so that it's not sticking out over the edge of the steel there. Same for in here and here. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it works. Now I need to go through and put the washers and nuts on all the bolts and tighten them down from underneath. So I have to remove this board and this board so I can have access to underneath that board. Whew, I'm pooped. Bending over and using the saws, that hurt. My back really hurts after that. But press on. Whew. Alright. Yep. Tighten down those, put that board on, tighten down those bolts, put this one on, tighten down those bolts, clean off the top best I can with a broom or something, and then cut the carpet to fit on top of it. And then we're going to glue it. Try and glue it. One plank at a time. And then I'm going to use the other planks. The bad ones that we couldn't use because of how rotten they were. We're going to use those as weights to set on top of the carpet so that it puts a little pressure on and tries to, you know, help adhere the glue to the carpet and the wood, if that makes any sense. You know, same length, same width, just kind of help press on the glue. That's my theory anyway. Well, time to move on to the tightening phase. I've got my ratcheting wrench. And let's go to town. Alrighty then, so far I have one bolt done, just one. And it's been a few minutes, and my back is already hurting, my arm is sore, and my ribs are really, really inflamed at the moment. I don't know what's going on. I hope I didn't get a hernia or something. But, anyway, so, what I'm doing is to start the bolt on, I'm taking the washer and nut upside down in my hand like so. I'm going up and under. I'm threading the washer on first, holding that up, and then threading the nut on by hand and making sure it goes on. This is a locking nut, so it will not go on all the way. See how it's got a nylon coating in there? So that it will lock on by itself. I don't have to have a lock washer or thread lock or anything like that on. So it'll only go on a couple turns before it'll stop by trying to finger tighten it. I've been using a small ratchet, and this is the only 1/2-inch socket that I have at the moment. So I've been using this to get it on about a 1/2 inch up the threads, but as you can see, put the camera down here, that's a lot of threads, and I just got done using the ratchet on this, and that's all the further it is. I have that much more to go. So I've been using a vice grip to hold the top of the carriage bolt, and I've been using the ratcheting wrench to go up and under and hold it. And then I've been, it's hard to do this, I need a third hand. Well, imagine I'm holding this under here, and then I've just been using the vice grips to turn it up here, and it's been ratcheting down below. So that's how I've been moving this lock nut all the way up to the top. And then when it gets to the top, I pound the top of the carriage bolt into the wood so that it stays there. And then I just use the ratcheting wrench to go up the last little bit and snug it in. That's why this is pretty much flush with the wood. And that's how I'm going to be doing all the bolts. So that's one bolt. That took quite a while and hurt to do. So I'm going to be at this a while. It is probably about 5:30, 6 o'clock. And it gets dark around 8:30. So I don't know how long I'll be able to, or how much I'll be able to do before dark, but hopefully I can get it all done and start with the carpet. My goal is to get the carpet on and start gluing so the glue has time to dry overnight. And then I can put the boat on and get that adjusted tomorrow. Or something. I don't know. But I'll get back to it and update you when I get the board finished. Alright, so there's those two bolts done. I double checked and tightened those. And there's those two bolts done. There's no bolts in the middle right there. So now, on to the next board. I'm going to end up tightening all 4 in the back, from the back. And just because it's easier for me to get out and around the back after I've done all this up front. Just because, you know, being unable to walk and that kind of stuff. So, I'm going to get that board set up here and then tighten down bolts. So, next update in a few minutes. Alright, y'all. We have 3rd board, both down nice and tight. On to the next board. You know, something that makes the time go by is having some good music going on in the background. Right now I just have it, you know, have it going in my headphones here, Bluetooth headset. But, yeah, got a little power metal going on, get the heart pumping, you know. Personally, I like, you know, classic country is great to relax to, especially when you're down by the riverside and just catching fish. But when I'm driving or when I'm working, I like the upbeat power metal, you know, good beat, good, you know, steel guitar, the classics, the good power metal, you know. Something that resonates with your soul and gets you upbeat. You know, not something depressing like that death metal, but I like the power metal, something that gets you, something that gets your soul just burning, gets your heart going, just gets that adrenaline flowing, just wants you to, you know, keep you upbeat, you know. It's another way that I combat my slight depression issues. You know, I'm not full-blown depression, but I need to keep doing things so I don't fall into that crushing depression. So, I have the, you know, good power metal to keep my heart pumping while I'm driving, so I don't start thinking about, you know, depressing things while I'm driving. Things that'll distract me, honestly. And at home I have my 2 pups. Right now, one of them's going through a little medical crisis. He hopped down from the bed the other day and dislocated his shoulder, and he's been hobbling around in a lot of pain, and it's just been downright depressing seeing him as he is. He's sleeping comfortably in the house right now. Should be. But, I got a little bit of help from the Humane Society for taking care of the vet bills. And hopefully he can get into the vet soon. I'm waiting on phone calls. That's one reason I have the Bluetooth headset in, so I can hopefully get when I hear the phone ringing, I can pick it up right away and I can, you know, just answer right away. Because getting him in to see the vet is one of my top priorities right now. And the sooner he's feeling better, the sooner I'll feel better. And one of the reasons I'm working on the boat trailer right now is I just can't stand to see him in the situation he's in. It's kind of, you know what I mean. It's the empathy. You know, I can feel his pain, kind of thing. I have a lot of animal empathy. Not so much human empathy, you know. I can watch someone get kicked in the nuts on a video and say, yeah, that kind of hurt, but I don't feel their pain. But I see an animal fall or something in a video, and oh my god, is he okay, you know? I can feel for the animals, not so much for the people, you know? I'm sorry this little clip kind of went long, and it went into a really deep feelings kind of thing, but, you know, it had to get off my chest, and it's something that, you know, real talk, just have to get out once in a while. But anyway, I'm going to get back to it. I got the one more board to go on the side, 2 bolts in front, and then I have all the all the bolts to do in the back, and then all the boards are bolted down and done. And that should not take too long. I got into a nice little rhythm, and hopefully I didn't break my rhythm by going into some deep feelings kind of thing right there. But after I get the bolts all done, I'll start cutting the carpet to fit and get that ready to go for the yeah, get the carpet ready to go for gluing. Sorry, there's 3 nests up in the rafters. There's one right up there in the corner where all the white markings and the bird poo is up there. There's a bird nest right up there in that corner. And the mama bird goes up there and fans them every once in a while, and there's a couple other bird nests right above me in the rafters, and the birds fly in and out and chirp at me because I'm disturbing them. But, you know, it is what it is. But, back to work. Alright, y'all. So, there it is. All the boards are bolted onto the trailer. And I am beat. And it is now raining harder. If you can hear that. Well, I'm going to take a little break. Clean up this area a little bit. And then get the carpet out. And ready for, you know, cutting it to shape and then getting ready for gluing. But that will be on the next video. Whew. So, Until next time. Yeah. Till next time. Next video.